Hi there, Thin Man Sewing, talking about a Viking Husqvarna 630 sewing machine, also known as the Optima 630. Made in the late 1880s. It's an all mechanical machine. It's top of the line for the Optima series. They made a 610, a 620, and of course this one, the difference is this one has more stitch selections, and my favorite feature, the needle up down switch where it will stop in the up or the down position. It does have a high and low speed switch right there, which is also very handy. These Vikings, I like them a lot, but they're metal mostly, but you do have plastic front and back in the tray, so for oiling or maintenance you have to be very careful to get the plastic off, as plastic, might be brittle after all those years. I have to be really careful with it. Here's a free arm. Does have the Viking bobbin there. Here is the feed dog switch there for upper and lowering and raising the feed dogs. Does have quite a bit of storage. One thing I like about the Vikings, you have bobbins, feet, everything is right at your fingertips. These Vikings, how they wind the bobbin is you bring the thread over here, down and around, and it winds on the bobbin over here, which is quite convenient. Let's go ahead and turn it on, get a light on the subject. And it does have a pressure switch there. Here is the pattern selector. Here is the tension. Here is the stitch length. Here's the stitch width. And on this one they have what they call the sewing advisor. See these little white squares here? When you turn the pattern selector, you can see the numbers turning in there. That will give me, according to what pattern I've selected, it'll tell me the approximate settings to set those switches on, so I don't have to look at a manual to get started. And this one does have straight stitches here on the center. For zigzag you use your width selection, so for straight stitch I put it on 0, for zigzag I just turn it up. And here is the left needle position and here's the right needle position. But the interesting thing is, if I turn it, you will see that with the width I can move the needle around, so I get many, put it over here to the right now, and get many stitch needle positions, which makes it convenient for top stitching or lining things up. So anyway, does have quite a few stretch stitches. There's the reverse. Let's do a little stitch with it. It is, like I said, a very quiet, very smooth machine. I like these Vikings quite a bit. Let's set the stitching here. Okay, let's do a little straight stitch. Very quiet, very smooth. It is just a powerful and quiet machine at the same time. And I did have it on the needle up position. Let me put it on the needle down position. When I let off the pedal, stops in the down position. Makes it very nice. And there's our straight stitch. Very nice stitching, as you can see, front and back. It is just a great stitching machine. And we can do a little zigzag. Just turn the width up here. That's all we have to do to get a zigzag out of it. Let's do a little zigzag. There's our zigzag, also quite nice. And let's go ahead and try one of the decorative stitches. What I'll do is I'll turn my pattern selector. Let's do the sort of scallop stitch. That's sort of nice. And that says, loosen the tension a little bit and turn the length down to about a half. Now let's see what we get here. And I'm doing these on half speed. Let me put it up to full speed. I'll switch the little button here. Click. And back down to half speed again so you can sew quite fast with it. And here's this little scalp stitch. Is pretty nice? Very nice. This is very nice stitching. And I'll run with cams on the inside. It's all mechanical. And for the stretch stitches, which you can see that's quite a few stretch stitches, you turn the length over to the green. It turns the little pattern indicator knob green there. And let's just do a simple, let's do this one here. And it will move the fabric back and forth by itself, our stretch stitch. Also very nice. It does have the 4-position buttonhole manual. Use the special buttonhole foot, which has the length indicator there, so you can make your buttonholes the right length. It is made in Sweden. It is a very nice machine. It has a little, just a dust cover that slips over the top, and the handle pops out for carrying, so it makes it quite convenient. And it is, like I said, a very, very nice machine. I hope you liked my video about this Viking Husqvarna 630. I also have uploaded a manual on the internet. It's on scribd.com. I'll have a link here on this YouTube video. You can also go to thinmansewing.blogspot.com, and down on the right under sewing machine manuals you'll see a link. So hopefully you get some information out of this and some help. Thanks for watching. See you next time.